Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Sunday night live stream weekend review. We're going to talk about some new watch releases. It's in the States, it's the tail end of the 4th of July weekend. We celebrated 4th of July on Friday. And today's Sunday, man. It's been a long weekend. I don't know if you guys have had that same. Um, feeling about this long weekend. I mean, well, if you're in the States anyway, but it's felt like a really, really long, long weekend. And yeah, I got another long week ahead of us here. The kids are home this week. They don't have a camp going on, so it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. But yeah. Um, Something that I'm gonna tease a little bit before we get into it. And by the way, I'm wearing my John Mayer. I saw my buddy Amin. He posted a picture of him in the car wearing his John Mayer G-Shock. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. So I uh, I got it. I got it on. I got it on. Anyway, um, so as you guys have seen, I've made some watch purchases in the last few months, and whether I've shown them here on the live stream or if I've put them on Instagram or whatever I do or in the Bobby Legs Discord. I show off. I've gotten a Citizen Series 8. I also have gotten the Seiko SPB 413 and a Citizen E365 on a red dial. And I picked up a Longines flagship Heritage actually recently. But an interesting turn of events happened while I was waiting for the Longines. It was in transit to me this week. Something happened before I got it, and all these watches I gotta sell. I gotta sell these watches. Something. I mean, it's not it's another watch, right? It's not a monumental. It's not a big purchase. I mean, I'm not in a position to do that, but it's like a baby grail. Let's put it to you that way. That came up at an unbelievable price, and I had to jump on it. Now I'm not gonna. It's still in transition, right? I mean, it's in transit. Sorry, let me say it's still in transit, not transition, transit. Um, it's got to go to the authenticator, and then it comes to me. So who knows when that this all happened at the very beginning of the holiday weekend. So they have um, they have created a label, right? But it hasn't been picked up by FedEx yet. So it's got to be picked up hopefully on Monday, and it gets to the authenticator on Tuesday, I'm hoping. And maybe I get it by Friday. I have a feeling it's gonna come the week after. Anyway, so I gotta sell those watches. I mean, not sell the Citizen, the Diver, just because I love that thing, right? But the SPB 413 Seiko's gone. The Citizen Series 8, which I really really like. I like both those watches. The Series 8 is gonna be going on the sales block, and also the Longines flagship Heritage. I posted up the sales and some discords that I'm involved in, but I put the Longines on eBay, but I may do a video in the next week or so because I'm trying to make this as much budget neutral as possible. It's not going to turn out to be. I'm going to have to sell like some baseball cards or whatever, or something, you know. But I want this purchase to be, budget neutral. Anyway, I'm going to go through the full story once I get the watch in hand. I feel like I'm already kind of jinxing it already. But look, this is definitely a baby grail, right? And this watch, if it turns out to be everything I think it is, um, well then it's gonna dictate my next steps, right? I know I've been talking about a couple of watches that are definitely going to be my next step up, right? Whenever that happens. But if this one comes in and everything's cool, um, you know, it's going to dictate how I go forward, at least in the next in the medium term, with the collection. Anyway, that's a lot of chatting. Let me say hello to y'all, and let me know what you're wearing on wrist this evening. We're going to talk about new releases, but if you want to talk about other things, if there's anything on your mind, any timepiece that you want me to pull up, that you've been thinking about and want to get maybe the group feedback, um, feel free to do that. Right? We don't have to just follow the new watch releases routine. We can definitely branch out. I mean, there hasn't been that many interesting. I mean, there's some interesting releases in the last week or so, but nothing groundbreaking. Hey, Marceau, what's going on? We're into Freak X on wrist tonight. Very nice. Mr. O'Neill, my Bond Omega Seamaster, 254 1.80 on the wrist. Very nice. Von Cruel's here wearing his AT6085-50E. The AT680-53L is up for sale. Okay. Make sure you put that in the for sale thread in the Bobby Legs Discord. You never know. You never know. Somebody might be interested in purchasing. Miss Owen, what's going on here? We're into Heritage tonight. Hey, my friend Rick is here. How you doing, Rick? Good to see you. Kevin, all the way from Lakeland, Florida. Mr. Caliber, greetings to you. And Peter C, hello as well. Yeah, looking forward to it. Caliber knows what's going on. Caliber knows which watch is coming in. So good luck with customs. It's not going to be a customs issue. It's within. I mean, if you're talking to me in regards to what's coming in, it's within America. The seller is in New York, I believe. Tough decisions, but I respect you for this one. It is tough decision. I don't know if I have any discipline, Rick, but I'm really, really excited about this one. I can't tell you how excited I am about this one, and I haven't gotten this fired up in a long time, right? Yeah. Von Cruz said, I'm selling a few lately myself, the GW 50,000U, the old Citizen ProMaster Land, and confession that watch I won here recently. Haha, no problem. Totally. It's all good. Budget neutral, so it's that paddock you've always wanted. YouTube, oh man, yeah, YouTube money. YouTube money. If you saw how much I get from YouTube on a month, you'd be like, okay, I'd probably need, if I saved it, and then maybe put it in a 2 or 3% interest account, right? 2 or 3%, whatever, high yield, whatever, 4%. It'd probably take me about maybe 20 years to get that Calatrava that came out this year with the blacked out indices and new and hands, with that salmon dial that looks fantastic. It'd probably take me 2 decades. There's not a lot of money in ads for watch content in general, right? Like if your goal is to make money on ads on YouTube, you get like a finance channel, an exercise fitness kind of channel. Finance really is huge. And travel, like if you have a good travel, and I guess like if you're building a log cabin, that's also good. And basically everything except for watch content, you'll make some money on. Thank you, Peter. Yeah. Hey, Eric is here. What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Hold on one second here. Oh, I just want to look something up real quick. Okay. I'm feeling really happy, says Ron Kroll, with my watches, even though it's mostly affordable quartz. For now, uh, I plan to watch fair, maybe get a moon phase or something like that. Yeah, yeah. Watch. Uh, fair watches are pretty interesting, right? Um, let's see here. Moon phase. I think they make a good moon phase. I think it's Bobby Legs approved. With the moon phase, I want to see a big moon phase. Let's take a look here. Let's get your comment down. Yeah, yeah, that's a pretty decent size moon phase. If that's the one you're talking about, I like it. Not bad. I like these Romans on this one. I'm not sure if I mean, I like salmon dolls typically. I'm not sure how crazy I am about that one. Yeah, but they're cool. Hey, Rob here from Mountain Standard Time. Awesome. Good to see you, man. Come on, Bobby. I know YT is much that the guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Okay, I got you. You're kidding. You got it. Uh, yeah. Thank you, Rick. Yeah, hit the like button. Yeah, I appreciate that. Um, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, no, you're right. You're right. I know you know the joke. I know you know the joke. I'd watch you give stock tips while doing deadlifts. Never too late to pivot. Imagine that. Like if I'm in mid pull, um, and I'm like struggling, and I'm like, buy Nvidia, load, load up on Nvidia. It's still got legs. It's still got legs to go higher. Um, they said the Haley will be available. Haley or Hallie? The Haley will be available. Um, also like the fair Lissum, fairly dressy. Okay, so you're Von Krol. It seems like you're all in on fair, huh? Let's see here. Let's see here. So this is the Haley. This is the one. Yeah, I mean, I like that. I like that. You got that dark dial. Is that dark? It's a midnight blue gloss dial. Okay, so you get that night feeling. Feels like night, right? And you got that obviously the moon phase there with it's in a night sky, of course. Um, I like it. And you said also the Lissum. Okay, let's see here. That's not a all watches. Let's see here. They're Moritz Green. I like their some of their chronos. I like the chronos. Listen, am I doing like is this like the Cobb 3 is interesting. It's interesting. I think I like that one too. And yeah, I mean, some of these chronos are cool. Um, yeah, I like their chronos, like their moon phases. The Lissum, where is it? Should I not be like looking at it like this? Should I not be? Is that it? Bobby stock legs? Yes, the moon is. Have you considered also Christopher Ward? Their moon phase watch. There's also Meistersinger. I know Meistersinger. It's not for everybody, especially with that one hand. But they have a pretty good moon phase. Of course, Arnold and Son, but I mean that's up there. Um, you can toggle the day, night, and watches. Okay, that's right. You can. For giant moon phase watch, someone should do a day night moon phase, presuming ALS haven't patented the idea. The Lissom is a collection. Okay. All right. So it was right there. Yeah, I mean, not bad. I mean, I'm not a micro brand guy, but I mean, like, I think fair is all right. I really do think that fair. I mean, if I'm gonna go, there's not too many micro brands that I like. I don't mean that. I don't mean that. There is there's quite a number of micro brands that I think are um design wise, aesthetic wise, compelling. Um, and I'm glad that, like, you know the the grouping, although saturated with, there's a lot of micro brands. And I feel like, especially like a few years ago when I was becoming more aware of micro brands, like they were very much homage um, in their design, very homage designs. But I think, like, these brands have branched out a little bit here, and I feel like, Farrah's got a design language that is their own, you know, and I like it. I mean, this red one's pretty cool. It's, look, it's potent. I mean, it's like violent. It's red. I don't know what it is, like plum. Like, it's that's not for everybody, but I like that one. I do like that one. The white one's actually pretty cool. How it stands out. Yeah, not bad, Von Kroll. Not bad. Very Nomos feel in their design. Okay. Yeah, the Nomos Club. I could see that. I could see that. Nomos Club also has watches that interest me, pricier, but with a step up in that you're getting to go with that. Look, I so it depends on the club, right? Like if you're talking like Club Campus, which I get that vibe from. You can, if you're willing to go pre-owned, you can find some, and if you are patient, you can find some at this price point. Look, I mean, I picked up from Yoma Shop um, a club, an almost club that I want, a particular one. I forget, it was a 737, I think, with the exhibition case back, and like it was at an incredible price. I forget what I paid. It wasn't. It was maybe like, it could have been like less than 1,000. It was new. It just didn't have like all the boxes and papers, and I don't think it was. Man, I think it was like a serious discount from MSRP. And I think, as long as you're patient, right, you can find that. Um, Now the thing with the club, though, when you're getting it pre-owned, it's a high. I don't know what the cases are like this for the Lissom, but the club, it's high polish, right? So if if it has any kind of wear time, you're going to probably pick up some nicks, and if you're okay with that, definitely go pre-owned. But because of the high polish of the club campus, just know that, like, pre-owned, like, if you want a perfect watch, it might be hard to find. Nathan's here. Hey, Bobby, I'm glad I caught you live again. I still have one of the original stainless steel Fair Aqua compressors. Great watch. Oh, very nice. This is turning into a fair stream. Um, I want to take a look at these chronos again. I like these. I really do like these chronos. Um, you got this Moritz green, like a racing green. Um, Here, what are they? What's the movement on here? Is this Salida? Yeah, five. Okay, Salida 510. All right, that's fine. 63 hours power reserve. Um, 41 by 44 and 13 and a half. Not bad. Not bad. Dimensions on that. This one's pretty cool. I like this one too. Bernina titanium. I mean, that's a cool watch. Grade 2 titanium, including the crown and pushers. Okay, I didn't realize that. I like that, right? I mean, it's right there in the name. I should, okay. The Carnegie, okay, not my favorite of the three. Uh, the um, Seagrave, this is like a GMT chrono. Money push a chronograph with GMT. That's super interesting. 2195. Pretty good dimensions. A little bit on the thick side. Sees 2 hours when fully wound. Swiss made elaborate Salida. Hmm. This is interesting. And then you got the Cobb 3, which is also I like this color. I like this color combo. I like the baby bluish with the brown strap, the hints of yellow and the dark blue. I think these are fun. The Chalcott limited edition. And these are okay. Yeah, these are all right. But I mean, I think when they splash a little color on these on their watches, they're quite interesting. I'm really into the titanium lately, but Fair has limited options to titanium. Those Bernina colors really activate some old memories for me. Oh, okay. Really charming. Though I don't know if I could wear that. Nah, you could do it. You can totally do it. What else? Anybody else got some watches that they're crushing on that we can go over? In the meantime, I'll jump right into some of the new releases. Stowa Chrono ABT 24-hour limited edition. Stowa ties itself with a German high-end car specialist ABT. We know Stowa as one of these German brands that heavily lean on the pilot theme, aeronautic theme watches and watchmaking, and they have a history with the German armed forces. Um, but you have now a car theme chronograph here that is interesting. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, I think we have some special. It's a DLC coded glass bead blasted and a DLC coded very stealthy lug. Neat styling element. Hollowed lugs. Okay. I think this is a pretty big watch though, right? Um, 44 by 16 by 49. So it's a big watch. It's a big diameter, and it's on the thicker side. 100-meter water resistance, which is nice. Limited to 50 pieces. You're looking at 34.90 euro. Again, powered with a Salida 510. But the 48-hour power reserve that could have been a little bit better. Um, you have this map blacked out with a printed white pattern. Um, I forget. This watch did come out like a little while ago. There was something about it that I liked, and then I was like, oh, somebody brought something to my attention, and then I was like, oh yeah, that's maybe not the greatest. Um, but Stova going with something a little bit different. I mean, good for them. I don't know. I mean, it's 50. I'm sure somebody will buy it. Um, but yeah, uh, that's dying for a Cali dial version. Are you talking about the Stova? Okay. DLC is really tough. Duratech got nothing on DLC for taking abuse. Okay, moving on. I've been seeing a lot of Norqain lately. Not just like releases, but I think a lot more. I guess advertising. Like a lot more presence on social media. Seems to be making a push. There's something on, right? I mean, like one of these guys owns it. One of these big. icons. Somebody owns this brand or something like that. Probably. I should know, but for me, Norqain is, I mean, it's cool. It's they make interesting watches, but I mean, that's nothing that I would jump into. That's just, just my taste. That's all. A more compact 40 millimeter version of the Independence skeleton, tuning references with smaller cases and enhanced viewing pleasure. Yeah, I get like a Nautilus vibes on this one, right? On the case with this, like, big crown guard here. I guess not crown guard. Side protrusion of the case. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, I don't hate the design. I don't know. I just maybe because I have a hard time now with micro brands giving them a shot at anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you know, is it a micro brand? I don't know. Um, Powered by the Sea. Yeah, see, I mean, like, you lose me when you. I just don't like that movement. I just have had bad experience with that Salida 200. Gotta be honest with you. I just, don't like the movement. Um, Not cheap, but I mean, like, it's skeleton. I mean, like, like, it's compelling design wise, but you lose me with that movement at that price point. No matter how you dress it up, I just don't like it. Oh, okay, gotcha. I saw Norquain was the official timekeeper of either London or the New York Marathon. Had a digital sign and basically, yeah. I mean, like, they're definitely making a movement, making an effort, right, to get out there. Oh, what happened? Experience the winding of it. Two different Salida 200s by two different uh, companies, brands. Um, the one they're both grindy, and the one, it like skips. It's hard to explain. It's just like I like when I change the time sometimes. Like, I turn it, I twist it, and nothing happens, and then, like, the second revolution, then it goes right. And I maybe it's just bad luck with those two movements, with those, two watches, but yeah, I've heard other people also having issues too. So I don't know if it's just a quality QC control thing when it leaves the factory and it goes to some of these brands who don't do QC well. Um, yeah, maybe that's what it is. You know, there's usually a nameplate attached to the side of Norquain watches. Oh, like, does it say like Norquain on the side? I have two Zins with the C200s, and both wine mechanisms are Yeah, yeah. So there's something, right, Mizon? There's got to be something there, right? There's something, and it's strange because, like, it's only the 200. Like, I've had watches with the 300, a couple, and they're awesome. Nothing wrong. The U50 had a 300 in it, not a problem. Another watch, I forget which one I had a 300 in it, not a problem. It's the 200s that have had issues with it. Moving on. Hey, Moritz Grossmann, right? GMT, one of my favorite German brands. Um, with Guilloche, their GMT now has Guilloche Dow, orange sunsets, and lush green meadows to awaken your wanderlust. Okay, that's some byline there. Um, just exquisite timepieces. You know, Look at that Guilloche. That is just beautiful, beautiful Guilloche. Movement side, nicely engraved. Mm. Just great timepieces. Ugh, love to have one of these one day. Not cheap though. This is limited, but I mean, so they're 52.8, 52,800 euro. But yeah, I mean, they're not cheap watches for sure. Um, 41 millimeter case diameter, just under 12 thick. They have the manufactured caliber 100.8, 42-hour powers, or very low beat rate on that one. Um, Hand setting, overdrive, override, and start movement with a lot of pushers. These probably these these movements. I bet like you'll never need to service them. You know what I mean? Like I bet you like you can go like decades without servicing these watches with this low beat rate. There's like 253 parts. I don't think that's a lot. Um, Maybe it is. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, just great timepieces overall. New Armin Strom Mirror Force Resonance Ice Blue, the radiant and fresh new take on the modern classic, and still the new impressive movement. Man, if you haven't seen one of these in person, it doesn't have to be the Resonance, but if you haven't seen an Armin Strom in person, man, I mean, like, you got to see one. You have to see one. Whatever, if there's any event that comes into an area near you where they have like these high-end you know, uh, brands and independents come in, and if you have a chance to check one out, they're just like really cool, stunning watches, man. They're just really, really absolutely beautiful. And I told the story before a few years ago. Like, I never never put two thoughts into Armin Strom until I saw them in person. And there were people around me, my watch collecting friends, who are really into it. And I just like, okay, this, it's cool, it's different, but when you see one in person, man, you know, very, 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 very exquisite watches. It's very, very cool. Um, this one's at 43 millimeters, 11.5 thick, 49 lug width, lug to lug, sorry. Features a sunray gear shaped pattern on the dial. Icy dial blue plays beautiful with the lights. It certainly does. The dial on the left-hand side displays a brand signature resonance mechanism, two balances oscillating in opposite directions linked by Armin Strom's patent resonance clutch spring. 2-second counters add symmetry and provide a visual confirmation of the precise synchronization that defines the resonance technology, with the pusher at the 2 o'clock used to synchronize them in case it's needed. Let's see on the movement side. Wow, just bananas, right? 78,000, limited to 15 pieces. Some interesting pieces in LoupeThis right now. Yeah, if you're looking for LoupeThis every once in a while, I mean, not every once in a while, most times, I mean, there's some really nice pieces on LoupeThis. And you can, sometimes get, I've known people who've gotten really tremendous deals on LoupeThis, maybe because most people weren't, awake and realize that something was going on LoupeThis. But I mean, there's some good stuff there. We could take a look at it. Yes, I love to hold an Armin Strom. I'm not buying one, but yeah, you gotta. You haven't lived on cool. You're also welcome to remove my comments from the screen when you're showing watches. Oh, Mike, sorry, my bad. It's hard because I'm going from screen to screen, so I don't see what you're seeing, right? I just see the page, the browser page that I have up. So apologies. My Zin 104 needed a pallet jewel replaced, covered under warranty, no problem since 2-3. Okay, that's good. Good. We'll take a look at LoupeThis and see what's going on. I just want to. Hey, I really like this one. Art Deco inspired, European only, Cartier Tank American and Platinum. The American. I think that came out like in the late 80s or 90s. Yeah, late 80s, right? And this one, man, I mean, I don't know if it's a women's watch or a men's watch, this particular one here. Um, but I think it's so elegant. I think it's so elegant. I love it. Platinum timepiece, power reserve, 40 hours. Um, yeah, I mean this. Oh, I mean that looks like a woman's wrist. But man, I like it. I like it. 44 length, 24 diameter, 8.6 thickness, 120 pieces, sold exclusively in Europe, 26,400. Yeah, I mean, like nobody. I mean, you're not gonna be able to get your hands on this one. You know, this is like this. They're gonna make this available to like the really high end clients, right? Nobody, no mere mortal will be able to see this one. Um, and Hanhart, I feel like I've seen this before, right? I mean, I did a video this week with showcasing the Cartier and this as a release. I feel like I've seen this, but maybe it's the 417 that I'm thinking of. But I mean, great watches, Hanhart, right? I mean, like, and priced reasonably well, I believe. German watches. I've owned a 417 on the Bund, which is like amazing watch. Of course, I sold it because I'm an idiot. But yeah, these are more. Is it more racing inspired? Is that what the deal with this is? Like car racing? I could be wrong. Jeez. 2600 uh, on the bracelet, 2400 on the strap. Just good watches, man. That Salita 510 is a pretty good. It's a pretty good chrono movement, a quote unquote affordable chrono movement. I say affordable because I realize $2,600 is a lot of money. But in the grand scheme of things, with some of these higher end timepieces, like this is not a bad alternative. A watch, or movement. Cam active, cam activated chronograph. This one's a manual wind. 58 power reserve on this one. Good tolerances. It's regulated to 0 to plus 8 seconds a day. Based on the value. Uh, you know, I've had several watches with this movement on it. No complaints. 100-meter water resistance. It's 38 by 13 and a half, and that kind of feels like it's hockey puckish, but it's not. It really isn't. It's fine. I never got that sense with the 417 that I have with the very similar specs that it was like that. It's just a darn good watch. Hanhart makes a good chronograph, a reasonably priced good chronograph. No complaints. Um, let's take a look at a LoupeThis. Um, oh, got a Moser here, Pioneer cylindrical skeleton tourbillon for 38,000. That's cool. Wow, this Daytona is already up to 102,000, and it's got 5 days left. Wow. Vacheron Constantin. Ah, Philip Kolek. Okay. Very cool. Let's see all the live auctions. Ending soon. We got this Rolex Genève 606 Pre Cellini. Messina Lamb, Raoul Page. Is it Page? And a Ming. Oh, wow. This Ming 1500. Seems like that's probably going to go higher. Toledano and Chan. That's an interesting timepiece. Corona Tokyo. A couple Rolexes. Ooh, the skull tag is here. Another Rolex. Omega Planet Ocean. Panerai Luminar Marina Militaire. Saberneba. Wow, look at that bracelet. Whoa. Crazy. All right, let's see here. That is bananas. Chopik. It's got some time left on it. There's the bucolic. Yeah, very, very cool timepieces. Lots of deals to be had. Buyer's market, I feel for sure. Right. Okay, let me get back to the comments. Not a fan of all Hanharts, but I like this one. Okay, Calver. I was gonna say like you weren't a fan at all of Hanhart for a second there. I misread you. I was like, how dare you? I know you love your German watches. Who knows what a Bucolic could be worth in a decade? It could be worth a whole lot. I'll tell you that much. 39K Moser, trouble with that sort of money. That puts you in a prime bracket, price bracket of a lot of tasty grail pieces. There's some crazy deals around now during the collapse. A guy wishes he had more money to take advantage. Yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely could understand that one, right? Um, well, folks, had another great evening with you guys this evening. Lots of timepieces. You know, the thing that I've learned, especially in the last week, in regards to that timepiece that I picked up that I alluded to in the beginning, is that and look, I don't take my own advice, so do as I say, don't do as I do. But if you're patient, right, um, you can find the watch you want for the price you want to pay. And sometimes, a lot of times, I forget that I got a built-in forgetter, right? And there's a part of me that wants my fix, like ASAP. So anyway, Bankroll and others, if there's a timepiece that you want and you don't have the funds now, that's okay because they'll always will turn up. Look, I mean, like a lot of the watches that we're talking about here, they're not like highly collectible per se. Like these, I mean, like most of us are not at a price point where um, we're collecting like pieces of art, right? Uh, where I mean, like so most of these watches will be around that we want, and they'll be around for a while, and they'll be at a price for that we all you know could afford. You'll find it. You'll find it. We'll look for your new exercise and finance channel. Got to get that platinum paddock. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If I had the time, um, well, I'm not a finance or exercise expert in either one of them. Either way, I'm not an expert, but I mean, like, I think it'd be funny to see a 52-year-old um, do exercise. I think it's hilarious. I mean, look at this guy. Look at this guy doing. I don't know. I don't have the time though, and I love doing this a lot more. Anyway, guys, have a great night. Have a great Sunday. Don't forget Wednesday, another live stream talk soup, right, with Clayton. Getting a lot of positive feedback. We're going to try to keep it going again until we burn out and then stop doing it for a year and then come back again and do it. So anyway, see you guys on Wednesday. Have a great week, and yeah, talk to you soon. See ya. Hey, just